What is up, guys? It's me, Master Leaf, and I'm bringing another Command & Conquer 3 Kane's Wrath commentary for you today. This time we'll be featuring bike-RUsh+ownz playing as the Orange Black Hand, his favourite faction, and a player we've never heard of before, IceLemonTea, who's playing as the Purple Black Hand in the top of Tournament Dust Bowl. A pretty decent map, fairly open, no obstacles to have an impact with the terrible pathfinding in Kane's Wrath. bike-RUsh, he is going for engineers, 2 engineers, and he's only drafting 1 Cabal squad to go to this fight, which is kind of odd actually. Maybe he should draft another one, because he's taking a tremendous risk right now because he's going against Black Hand and he's only sending 1 squad there, so that is extremely risky. And you can guarantee your life that, IceLemon will probably send some scouts up there anyways. But no, he's not. He's going to not scout bike-RUsh. Maybe he's going for a buggy. He has to go for a buggy quickly. You can't leave Black Hand unscouted, because horrible things will happen to you. Spikes are going to get captured now. No problem for bike-RUsh capturing those. I reckon, IceLemonTea could have done a better job there. Perhaps even prevented bike-RUsh capturing 1 of them by sending 2 Cabals here, or maybe 3. Because you guaranteed to capture 1. If you focus your drafting, scouting on this spike here, you're bound to get it. And not only that, it will hurt bike-RUsh as well. bike-RUsh, on the other hand, is going for bikes. He's going for bike-RUsh. This is a tactic he likes to do often, as many of you are informed. It's also, no pun intended, he's also doing a bike-RUsh when his name is bike-RUsh. Bikes getting destroyed, lots of mutual destruction with those. There's no way to... I'm not sure how you micro bikes. Oh, well, he does actually do a decent job microing there. He kind of kites that unit. Doesn't allow the other bike to get into the range of that bike there. And again, he's not going to lose another bike, so that's really good micro, but he has to move it now because those Cabals will kill it, and oh no, the Cabals do kill the bike, and that is terrible. Black Hand, where the hell did they come from? He must have got an op center. Do we have a flame tank? Flame tank? No flame tank. Oh, that's a shame. I was just wondering how the hell there was so many Black Hand there. It looked like a squad, a Black Hand squad. Let me have a look at it on the minimap. Don't see any moving orange targets. Minimap, terrible, absolutely terrible. You could hardly discern individual units on the map. It's awful. We've got a bike, 3 bikes here. Are they going to harass the spike or go for bike-RUsh's harvesters? No, they're going to decide to bypass the spike. It's going to take too long for them to destroy it, and there's a Cabal squad there, which the bikes can't really deal with. Bikes are going to just take a swing at the harvesters, or no, they're going to bypass them. Yep, he decided to have a swing at the harvesters. That one gets a few shots off, and harvester is missing some of its health. Cabals, 2 Cabal squads there, should cut off those bikes from hunting down those ones of IceLemonTea. I think his name's IceLemonTea. Yeah, his name is IceLemonTea. Bikes, he has 4 of them now, and also an expansion. bike-RUsh is technically behind at the moment because he went for the spikes, but he does have a building queued, a little slow to place that. Usually he's a lot faster. Cabal squad making its way into bike-RUsh's base, going to provide him vital scouting information, especially against bike-RUsh. He's completely unpredictable sometimes. He does anything, things you will never imagine. Got 4 bikes, 6 bikes, 7 bikes, So yeah, but he's really going for the bikes. Maybe add 1 or 2 buggies in there to tank the damage from the opponent's bikes. Kind of act like a meat shield. Kind of, it minimizes your bike losses as well. Bike, he's going for more bikes. So what you often see in odd mirrors or black hand mirrors is it just turns into total bike fest, bike v bike. But the only difference with this one is that no one's going for buggies, which is interesting. Okay, IceLemonTea is going for buggies now, and he does need to go for buggies. And I also failed to mention he has captured this bike. So bike-RUsh now is on one's bike, and IceLemonTea is on one's bike as well. But these bikes coming in and they will destroy this harvester. Oh no, he does destroy it, and the harvest and the bikes will take losses. bike-RUsh, I think, will come out on top here because he's got more bikes, and yes, he comes out on top. But will he go on the counter-attack though? No, he's not going to go on a counter-attack. 2 refineries now at his expansion. The same for IceLemonTea. He's also got an operation center. Are we going to see dozer blades? We're not going to go into scorpion tanks. He's still going to persist with the bike buggy, so I'm not sure why he went for the operation center. He's not utilizing it in any way except for upgrading one of his power plants. I mean, that operation center provides no upgrades for the bike buggies. I mean, it would have been more beneficial for him if he went for a third war factory bike buggy. But can't really complain. He's going for scorpions now. It's a good transition. Are we going to see some dozer blades? And what's this? We've got a decoy army. Do we have a tech center? No, we don't have a tech center. And bike-RUsh, he has got a lot of bikes. And this scorpion tank transition was going to really punish bike-RUsh. He's going to have to do something about this quickly. He's going to have to go for a tech. He's going for a tech, and he's got a lot of bikes. That's a lot of bikes, actually. Just a small line of infantry here, rockets, will easily stop the passage of these bikes, because there is no buggies to support them. And bikes without buggies, very easy to counter. Scorpions moving along. He's doing a 2-pronged assault on bike-RUsh. He's gonna, while these bikes are out of position, he'll quickly take out some harvesters here, but I have a feeling that, bike-RUsh he's up to some one-clicks now. And now we're going to see a one-click. We've got a bike in his base. We have a huge armada of scorpions here. And bikes. I'm not sure who's going to come out on top. I think the scorpions will come out on top though, because they've got more armor. But is he going to use a one-click or not? Yes, he does use a one-click. He uses a one-click and destroys his refinery there. But he's super fast on expanding, and he does have a refinery at his second expansion, so that's nice work. And bike-RUsh, he is training rocket militants now. Should draft a Cabal squad like that, yep. Get the aura from those Cabals, gives them 50% more fire rate and hit points. I believe the statue of Nod also provides the same buff. Don't see those very much though. I imagine that Mock would have that good, would use that efficiently. Black Hands, not very good against tanks, but that's all he has now. Scorpions, even though these are elite infantry, Scorpion tanks without dozer blades can crush them, so I don't understand that. I guess it does balance it, because if you couldn't crush the Black Hands, then the fast Reckoner Rush would be completely imbalanced. Scorpion tanks, they're going to get away, but those bikes have tip core now. They've got tip core missiles, and these harvesters are in trouble. He needs to get a barracks down quickly and defend his harvesters, because these bikes are going to come in, they're going to destroy these harvesters. Oh no, that's one harvester. 2 harvesters going down. Those harvesters are dead meat. Scorpions, they're going to do some damage on these harvesters here. So both taking equal losses. He does draft a couple Confessor Cabals to scare those bikes away, but really he's lost a lot of harvesters. He's got 4 harvesters. And bike-RUsh, what does he have? He's got 1, 2. He's got 2 harvesters, so both sides are really annihilating each player's ability to get good economy. Harvesters. This one will it escape? Will it not escape? Oh, it's not going to escape. I don't think it's going to escape. Yes. Oh, it just goes down. That's a shame. bike-RUsh, I reckon, desperately needed that there. And what's he going to do? What the hell is he going to do? He's got nothing. He's against 2 bases. He's against 3 bases with no buildings. No harvesters. He's got 1 harvester. And he's got a heroic bike. Oh no. This is... I can... Providing that, what do you call it, IceLemonTea doesn't screw up in the most worst way imaginable, he shouldn't give this game away to bike-RUsh. There is no way that bike-RUsh is going to come back from this. But really, I mean, he does have 5 harvesters. He's got a humongous base. And I don't think Scorpion Tanks is the right answer, to be honest, because these bikes can kite them. He should go for just a mass bike spam and quickly take out the bike. There's only 1 bike there. That's what stands between him losing the game and winning the game, is that 1 bike. And bike-RUsh, he has 1 harvester. He's getting some healing up on that. He needs that to get more tech infrastructure. I also believe he lost his MCV because there was an engineer sitting over here now, but he's gone. I'm not sure if it went along the edge of the map. Let's see where that bike is. Bike is... there it is. It's got that really nice special firing effect. And tip core. It's got tip core missiles, which will help him immensely now in dealing with these Scorpion Tanks. And Scorpion Tanks, like I was saying, not the right answer against these. Just going to feed the bikes experience. He should really transition into bike spam now. He's going for Scorpions, which is the wrong choice, the wrong decision. And these Cabals, they're going to get killed in the Tiberium. Extremely hazardous to organic life, being in Tiberium. But no, they just managed to survive. And bikes taking out more Scorpions. These Scorpions just don't have the DPS to take out this bike. Surely he knows this by now. He needs to go for bike, something that can catch up with it. It's just destroying him. Look. To do nothing, about 5% of the bike's health is destroyed with that 1 Scorpion Tank. So it's evident to him now, obviously, that he needs to go for something else. bike-RUsh has nothing. He's got 3 harvesters. He's got 3 harvesters and 1 refinery. And this bike, oh no, he's just gonna... I can see him destroying every one of his harvesters with 1 bike. Oh no. I'm not sure how IceLemonTea let the game to go this close. This is ridiculous. Scorpion Tanks, as I was saying, is the worst counter to the bike. He should probably go for infantry. I mean, even infantry is a better choice than going for Scorpion Tanks. Scorpion Tanks, they don't even have the lasers when you go blackhand. They've got the dozer blades and doesn't even have the upgrade. So it's a really bad decision by IceLemonTea to go for the Scorpion Tanks. And this bike is being microed around. bike-RUsh is looking to destroy all these Scorpions with one bike, which would be just epic to see. I've counted 7 to 8 Scorpions going down, another Scorpion going down, more Scorpions going down. Do we have other bikes or a flame tank or anything? No, there's no other harassment units by bike-RUsh. We want to see this action though. We've got Scorpion Tanks and 1 harvester. Where did that harvester come from? Harvester just going over there for no reason. Probably wanted to get away from those Scorpion Tanks. And those Scorpion Tanks, I have a feeling, just cost IceLemonTea the game because the bike now is still on the loose. Bike is on the loose. And he is owning. We've got 2 Cabals there being drafted. desperately going for rocket spam now to try and take out the remainder of not Unleashed, bike-RUsh's base. And this bike, I don't think, has a license to kill these harvesters here. And those harvesters will go down. And and that's the remainder of his harvesters. So, and he's stalling on cash now. So it appears as though IceLemonTea needs to attack his base now. Immediately go for his base, because Bike is getting his economy back to how it was, and he's also expanded. He's also trying to expand to his expansion. He's been unable to do so for the whole game, which is unusual for Bike. And bike-RUsh's bike is on the loose, killing these power plants, and that power plant will go down. Infantry, he doesn't have the upgrade. I wonder if he's building a secret shrine now. He needs that flame upgrade to finish the base off if it does turn into a base race, because there's no way an infantry force this large will lose a base race versus one bike. Just impossible. It's impossible. bike-RUsh, though, he's making cabals. He does have the Black Disciple upgrade, which will be invaluable in this time, because those absorb a lot of damage. Scorpions being suicided, and if this fails, I'm afraid IceLemonTea is out of the game right now. Two bikes there, and there is a heroic bike finishing off the remainder of IceLemonTea's harvesters. He must have trained a harvester somehow, or maybe sold a refinery and placed another one down. But then the harvester got instantly destroyed. And this infantry now, oh no, I have a feeling the bike-RUsh is going to come out on top here. Yeah, Black Disciple is just completely ripping apart these infantry. And cabals, where have they been? They're late. And they're going to get destroyed. And IceLemonTea surrenders. So that was interesting. Interesting ending. It's very, very interesting indeed. How bike-RUsh managed to win with one bike. That was pretty amazing in a way. But then I have to criticize IceLemonTea for not going for bikes of his own to counter it. I mean, it was his own fault that the bike got promoted so high in the first place. And then he didn't counter it with the right units. So that was his mistakes there. The bike-RUsh, well done to bike-RUsh though for coming out and winning that almost impossible win in the end. Congratulations there. As you can see, we've got 266 units killed for IceLemonTea. His favorite unit was the Scorpion tank, obviously. Resources gathered, 99,000 for IceLemonTea, 89,000 for bike-RUsh, so about $10,000 difference, which is pretty noticeable. And the units, bike-RUsh tended to have more here, but then lost a lot of units here. That's when he didn't have the buggies to really take the damage from those bikes, while IceLemonTea did. He did have the meat shield, the buggy, and then in the end his infantry got demolished because of the absence of no Black Disciples. So yeah, that was a pretty decent game. It was unordinary. Anyways, I'll try and see if I can upload this now, and I'll see you all next time.